film studies professor looked like a garden gnome. He was stuffing his pipe from his old pouch and getting more tobacco on his sweater than into the bowl. Not Fire Island, but close. Valentino followed his gaze to the multicolored sculpture hitched behind his car. An Armenian rug dealer in the valley stuck it in front of his shop to attract business. Some students from state have been decorating it once or twice a week for 5 years. It'll take 10 gallons of mineral spirits just to get down to the original workmanship. One of the burly UCLA boys snorted. Everybody knows you can't trust a statey with a box of Crayolas.
Spoken by the young man who, when I asked him who directed Stagecoach, said Henry Ford.
Broadhead walked around to the back and scowled at the Bruin suck.
I hope you didn't drive past campus.
I made an end run around it, Valentino said. What's it made of? The other student asked. Coach will drop me if I pull a muscle. He'll drop you if you drop another pass, said his teammate. Valentino said, It's just hollow plaster. The rug dealer and I got it up there without help. Drawing on his pipe, the professor reached up to pat Pegasus on the rump.
Welcome home, old paint. Your brother missed you.
Valentino untied the ropes that lashed the sculpture to the trailer and acted as guide as the students bent their shoulders to their task. They carried it down the ramp that came with the trailer and through the broad doorway into the building, Valentino saying, Careful, careful, biting his lip as the horse's brittle ears passed a bare half-inch under the top of the frame, and scurrying around ahead of them to kick hazardous pieces of rubble from their path, walking backward and gesturing gently with arms spread in front of him as if to calm down a beast of flesh and blood. Broadhead wandered in behind them, smoking. After much grunting, mutual accusations of sloth on the part of labor, and 2 pinched fingers, the tie-dyed creature of mythology stood at last on a pedestal opposite its twin at the base of the grand staircase in the lobby. For the first time in more than a decade, they bracketed the cracked marble steps and mouse-chewed carpet runner.
There's teamwork,
Broadhead said. Valentino glared at him. What's that make you, the coach? I missed the part where you contributed.
I hired the muscle. A passing grade for 20 minutes' work.
The student with the pinched fingers took them out of his mouth. The new one's bigger. It won't be once all those coats of paint have been stripped away, Valentino said. They're both the same age. They were cast by the same artist who sculpted the original out of limestone.
How do you figure it made it all the way down to the San Fernando Valley from here? Broadhead said. Those wings don't really work.
Vandals, pranksters, people have been scavenging the place since it shut its doors. They got tired of it and sold it or tossed it and somehow wound up in a junk shop in Burbank, waiting for someone to buy it and turn it into an advertising gimmick and post a picture of it on his website. That's where I found it on the internet. Thank God for those kids with their buckets of paint. They protected it from the rain and smog. Broadhead blew smoke at the fallen-in ceiling.
Cost you a fortune to restore it.
Not as much as it would have to duplicate it from scratch. The artist is dead, and the original went down with the Andrea Doria. What's the point? Asked the young man who'd come through without injury. It's just something to walk past on your way to the show. Valentino smiled at him. It is the show, or part of it. I can't explain it to you if all you know about movies is DVDs and the multiplex. I'll put you both down for free passes to the grand reopening, and then you can see for yourself.
There'll be an AARP by then, Broadhead said, and you'll be in a crappy nursing home, as penniless as the schnook who went broke on this dump the first time.
A man needs a hobby.
A hobby is something that has nothing to do with your work. You spend all week sniffing out and restoring old films, and all weekend rebuilding a theater to show them in. That's like an undertaker who stuffs turkeys on his day off.
But the film archivist wasn't listening. Standing there, admiring the reunited sculptures, really magnificent beasts tossing back their heads, opening their wings, and lifting their front hooves, free of the earth, he saw them unsullied and unchipped.